Oh, it is a great intro, Coach Schuman. This is Husky Huddle. We are back, and we are doing this for you, our lovely fans, because we had such a long night covering the Super Bowl, but yet we're back to give you what you deserve. And because we are the best at covering Uconn sports, and
Is there
especially
any
Uconn football, Uconn basketball.
is there any news on the Husky front other
Uh,
other
yeah,
than the yeah?
no, I think Joe's obviously apparently going to return, so that's going to be interesting to see how they manage that situation. There was actually talk about,
Joe is returning.
as far as I know, yeah, I was told he was returning. Um, I mean, I'm going to double check and see if he's still listed on the roster because the other guys have been removed. So if he's still on the roster, then I'm fairly confident that he's sticking around. Which again, I
Yeah,
don't
what
know how. It would be a seventh year,
is it?
and yeah, because he came initially as a transfer from Maine, um, and then I knew he got hurt. He got comeback player of the year this year before the season. So maybe he got a medical red shirt for 2023, and that's why he can come back.
How about this news? You ready?
Oh
Pac
boy.
Pac-12 expansion candidates: Yukon Huskies.
Yeah, I heard that too, but
They're in,
that just makes me very unsettled.
they're interested.
It's not a great conference, and it's not. We're not even sure it's going to be a Power Five.
They're interested in UConn. Here's UConn's budget. So UConn's enrollment as a school is 32,600 and
Holy crap, that's high.
endowment is 634 million, which
Mm-hmm.
is okay. Athletics budget 96 million.
Yep. Yeah, I know that.
The case
I
for
just
UConn.
you're reading. They have a case for
The case for
UConn.
UConn. The Pac-12 is aimed at the premier conference in basketball, and UConn might be the country's biggest basketball brand. Talk about the championships on the women's front. Also, national power. Jim Mora is leading UConn resurgence, including a 9-4 overall record in 2024. Most recently, a contract extension pay him an average of 2.5 million a year through 2028. UConn facilities are top notch. Receive plenty of coverage from nearby media. The case against UConn: recycle the same arguments against South Florida, but with even more vigor. Connecticut is simply too far outside the Pac-12 footprint. I agree with that to be expanded. And unlike Florida, the Northeast is not a recruiting hotbed. Back in June, the Big East agreed to a new lucrative deal, basketball that runs through 2031. It would not make sense for UConn to walk away from that deal. That's an issue for us going into a conference.
Say that again. Basketball. What?
Back in June, Big East agreed to a new lucrative television deal for basketball that runs through 2031.
Yeah, but it's not going to be as lucrative as a obviously a Pac-12 deal would
Right.
be. I mean, it's going to be peanuts.
The,
Hi,
the Huskies reportedly turned down
Aaliyah.
a football only offer from Pac 12 in October. As a football independent, UConn could be added with no exit fees. But Huskies passed, opting to maintain independence moving forward. That's interesting. UConn's decision makes sense for both sides. As Huskies are historically poor in football, would be an extreme geographic outlier.
Well, I mean, are they saying as far as not joining the conference?
They actually were offered to join the Pac-12 as a football-only participant.
Right, and they turned it down. But are they saying now that it still may happen?
No, it'd have to be as an all deal.
Okay. And they're saying because of the Big East television contract, that because it goes to 2031.
Right.
that they may stay.
Exactly.
I'm going to look it up, but I mean, how lucrative could that contract be?
I don't know. I don't know how lucrative it is.
Yeah, I don't. I can't see it being that big
Yeah.
compared to what the football conferences are making. But the Pac-12, that was a big reason of why it kind of disbanded. What
Right.
they had a terrible network. The Pac-12 network and the ACC network were just awful, and they weren't getting the money that the other conferences were, and that's why a lot of those schools left
Right.
because they wanted that money. So it'd be interesting to see. I mean, it's revamped, and they stole the a lot of the Mountain West schools, but
Right.
I don't know if they're going to be considered in the quote unquote Power Five again. I don't see them having the star power for that.
Right.
I mean, do you? I mean, it's Washington State, Oregon State. I mean, and then a slew of Mountain West schools.
Right.
So that's why I don't know. Like the Big 12 is a better fit, but I can't wait till we get to talk to Joe D. He's going to say the same thing that um, the travel alone, the cost of doing that, because they charter everywhere. The travel alone for
Well, it doesn't seem like it seems unlikely that we would ever go to the Pac-12. That doesn't seem to make a lot of sense.
no, I don't think so either. But I don't think the model for football, like they said, the Big East television deal lasts until 2031. I don't know if football can survive as an independent until 2031.
Hmm.
I mean, do you? Unless we get some sort of boost from a TV deal at CBS.
I don't think we could stay independent, but I don't know. Like, how do you get paid as a
As an independent?
yeah, it's with share? There's no revenue share then, right?
No, that's why Notre Dame. You have to have your own deal. Notre Dame has its own deal with NBC and Peacock to broadcast their games. That's where what generates their revenue. They get a fortune from NBC and Peacock.
Hmm.
And that's what makes it lucrative for them. And that's why they don't want to join a conference, because they don't want to share, and they make more money off of that
Yeah.
than they do the others.
Yeah.
So it would be, UConn is on CBS, CBS Sports Network. Um, they'd have to get a boost in their contract revenue. I don't know how long it goes for, but for it to make sense, like it would be, okay, we're going to the Pac-12, and the Pac-12 signs a monster television contract with several networks, because that's how everyone's doing things these
Right.
days. They go ESPN, CBS or Fox, and then a streaming service. They have multiple partners, and that's how they generate the most revenue.
Right.
But for a revamped Pac-12 that it doesn't have Stanford, you're talking Washington State, Oregon, and a bunch of Mountain West schools.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
I'd like to see who's in the Pac-12 currently, who they have.
what's amazing is there's so little news in football, college football right now, because you're in this period after signing day. So
No. But we can. I still would look at The recruits. I still like looking at the recruits.
Yeah, we're gonna break them down in a second.
But yeah, I know it's quiet until spring practice starts.
Yep. So let's.
Um, let me see. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I'd like to check on the other defensive linemen. So the only holdovers were Oregon State and Washington State, and they're currently suing the rest of the world. And so far, they have Boise State, Cal State University, Colorado State, Gonzaga. Well, that won't be football. San Diego State, Utah State, and yeah, that's it right now. So, I mean, they lost a good deal. I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, Stanford allegedly was considering coming back, which I think would help them. San Diego State has been up and down. Cal's hit or miss. I mean, the one
Right.
out of the group that's obviously good is Boise State.
So let's see. Our overall ranking for the 12 signees we did was 83. Transfer rank is 66.
Oh, I thought it was 18th, or that's what
66.
Jared was touting something about being 18th.
So do you want to pull up? Who do you want to look at today?
I'd like to see some of their defenders because we had, like I said, we have to replace Jelani Stafford and Jaden McDonald. So I would like to see who they have on that end, just to see what's coming in and see if there's guys that can compete right away.
Did we look at Trent Jones from Iowa State? Yeah.
No, which is interesting because it's Trent Jones 2,
Yes.
the second, and I played with a Trent Jones, so I'm curious to see if they're related. But my Trent Jones was from Florida, so I don't know if.
Trent Jones is from Minnesota, I think. I don't know.
Oh, okay, it's not him then. Okay.
It could be a different same Trent Jones. Let's see if we can get a film on him.
How many years was he at Iowa State?
Um,
I'm looking right now. Oh, defensive end, Iowa State. Yep. Oh, he's been there 4 years.
yeah.
He hasn't played much.
Nope.
26 tackles, 4 TFLs, 3 sacks. He played in 6 games as a senior.
All right, we're gonna go some practice film here.
Is that what they really put up? They put up practice film.
Yeah, sometimes they do. Yeah,
because that's all they have, right?
yeah, that's it. All right, here we go. Trent Jones. It's one clip. I don't even know who he is.
Oh, he's got good speed off the edge.
Which guy is he? The guy on the right, lower right?
I think he's got to be the guy in the blue there. Yeah.
No, the guy in the blue is a linebacker.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy on the
Okay,
white.
I see him on the inside. Yep. What are those things they wear on their head?
Oh, the game breaker.
Oh, okay.
Here we
Okay,
go.
I got you.
Here's another clip. I'm guessing that's him. Pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean he looks like he's playing inside.
How do I know which guy he is, by the way?
I'm just going by who's getting to the quarterback. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what number he is.
It says he's an edge defender.
Oh, he's number 9. Okay. He's number 9.
There we go. There is no number 9. That's him. This is him over here on the
Okay.
right side.
Oh, he's okay. I see him. Maybe he's 99.
89.
89. Okay. He looks short, which I don't like in my
He's six.
DNs.
He's listed as 6'3".
Yeah, that's a little bit shorter. I like DN
There he is at the
6'4".
bottom there. Good redirect. Not like very strong. Not super quick on the get off. But works his way. Works his way though.
He's a high motor. Yeah, I mean he's a high motor guy.
He
He
works his
tried
way there.
three
He's
different
big.
counter moves. Yes, that's
Yeah.
why I said I think he could potentially fit inside.
That was a good play closing down. This is obviously spring ball stuff.
Yep, he's getting off blocks. This is Michigan State or Eastern Michigan. So it's just he's playing in the kind of garbage time. Good. That was pretty good on the twist.
Yep. Stays low. Gets underneath. Look pretty stout there in the run.
Yeah, I wonder what they did with him in the rotation.
There is an interior.
Yeah, that's where I think he can play. I think he could play in the interior.
Like a 3-tech, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Can you? It looks like their defense. Yeah, they're an odd front. Okay, so yeah, he easily could play inside. So if he's playing the end in an odd front, I mean that's a 3 technique in a lot of cases. It's a good job holding the edge.
Yep, good extension. Good extension again.
Good. Yep.
All right, close down the line.
No, I like the way he uses his hands. He looks like he's pretty good with his hands.
It is a very good program.
Well, I mean they
good spin, good get to the ball.
They had a great season this past year. They were in the title game.
Good job getting off the lineman. Staying with it here.
Yeah. He's good with his hands and he's good with getting off blocks. He's good, punching, extending, releasing, all the things you look for. It's tough to know because you don't know the film, when he's playing. If he's in the rotation, if he's playing against their top tier competition. Because I remember this was hilarious. When I was at Holy Cross in recruiting, there was a kid who barely played. He played on one of the best teams in Texas. He put together a highlight film, and it was him just dominating. And the reason was he was playing all in garbage time in the fourth quarter. Right. But it was just showing him making incredible catches and doing all this stuff. And he actually ended up being offered by schools. And the coaches were like, "Are you kidding me?" I said, he just comes in garbage time and plays. We would never start him. We have so much better because coaches don't watch game film as much anymore.
That's right.
Coaches go off the highlights. It used to drive me nuts that some of the coordinators or whatever would want game film. I'm like, I don't want to watch a game. Like, I can tell in a few plays if a kid's got something or not. I don't need to watch boring game film.
Well, game film tells you what he's doing when he's not involved in
his play.
All right, let's look at Taekwon King.
Okay.
Temple.
Oh, he's supposed to be legit.
6'2", 225 linebacker.
And he's a Connecticut kid too.
Oh,
he's from East Haven, Connecticut.
Number 10, I guess.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was just looking at him before.
Good close there.
I was just looking at him before because we
Good
played
close
against
there.
him. Yeah.
He stays until he knows what's going on. Interesting.
Oh, that was a late hit.
He's physical. That is a late hit.
I don't like his stance. You kind of see his stance.
A little
There's
high.
There's not much knee bend. I was always taught to have good knee bend in your stance.
Yeah.
Good job making a tackle.
Working his way to the ball in an inside.
So this is going to be somebody who potentially is going to have a shot at replacing Jaden McDonald. And I did just check the roster. Jolton Joe Figiano is gone, so he is not coming back.
He's not coming back.
He is not listed on the spring roster for 2024.
Okay, so he's gone.
So that leaves a lot of questions in my mind.
Yep.
Good job spinning off the block inside.
Close, a little stiff, but he's physical. That wasn't good highlights.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Definitely can play it. He's physically closest to the ball.
I was just reading about him.
Let's see, stats wise, he had this year. He had 111 tackles.
Oh, he did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is it. The West Haven native is coming back.
Yeah. First team All AAC. That's a big pickup.
Yeah, 111 tackles, 3 sacks, a forced fumble, and he had his best game against Uconn. He had 15 tackles. See, but this is what kind of worries me. Before attending Temple, he played at East Carolina and North Carolina A&T.
Oh,
so I mean, he's a 3-time transfer. That's the only thing. Like, I mean, is that like gonna be the new way of the world? Because teams are taking less freshmen. That you're gonna have to. Who keeps calling you?
Yeah, my phone rings all the time. I don't know why
it distracts me. I don't want people calling you. It interrupts my thoughts.
We wouldn't want to do that.
No, of course not.
But yeah, he looks pretty good. I like his game. The next guy is Ben Smiley. Ben Smiley.
I don't like him already because of the name, but okay.
Ben Smiley. He's got his merch drop.
We had a couple call-ins yesterday. The 12-year-old kid from Texas, Traylon Thompson. He's probably in school right now. We're gonna send him a T-shirt.
Okay, good.
He called in the show.
I'm trying to see if I can find anything. Ben Smiley is a transfer from Virginia.
Oh, UVA. Okay.
Can't find much highlights on him.
I'm just checking to see if there's anything. See what they say about him.
Not a lot. There's not a lot to go off on him.
There's not a lot to go off of him. Okay.
He was ejected from a game though this past year.
Oh, here he is. Ben Smiley, defensive end. He played in 40 games at Virginia, 50 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 6.5 TFLs. Last season, he played in all 12 games. He was a 3-star coming out in 2023. So that's not a bad get. I mean, he's young.
Been really that deep in a long time. But this is one of the years that is very deep. And,
how does it?
Basically, those coaches, working out in their favor and in my favor.
This fall camp.
We're trying to get some.
What clips. Is the biggest area that?
That's interesting that he left so early.
the brothers, as everybody.
And if you guys are adjusting to the new defense pretty well.
Yeah, we're adjusting really well. Together. Aaron Famui has been a great, leader. He's one.
Not much there.
Well, he's only played 2 years. He's played 2 years. No, that doesn't make sense. He arrives at UConn with 1 year of eligibility remaining.
There he is, his high school clip. D tackle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was a 3-star coming out of high school, which is interesting to see. So he must not have – he played in all 12 games, but they didn't put up his stats.
Big. 6'4", 308. He's an interior guy. So.
Oh, yeah, he'll be a 3 technique. God.
Fast to the ball, a little slow off of it. Larry's fast. That looked fast there. Going right by him.
I don't like that. What the hell is it? He's a little high. He stopped his pass rush.
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
Unless he read something.
That was it. That's all the highlights, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to see if they have any of his stats. If you're on their website, I was just curious because they said he played in all 12 games last year.
I don't have anything.
I'm gonna pull it up. He played in all 12 games last year. And they didn't list anything as far as stats. So that's why that's what kind of worries me.
I like this guy. Athletic Terry Kirksey Jr., linebacker. 6'3", 228, JUCO product from Alabama.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
2023 reserve, 2024 was reserve.
What do you mean reserve? Just he was a backup?
Yeah, he didn't really have any stats. He's 6'3", 228 now. 6'3", 228. Let's follow him. Give the man a follow.
Oh, that's nice. You're giving follows out?
Yeah, I'm giving follows. Let's see.
Do you remember what number the D lineman from Virginia was? No, it's okay.
No.
I'll check him.
All right, Terry Kirksey. This is junior college highlights.
Oh, I love JC highlights.
So let's see this.
Again with that stance.
Close.
That's nice. That's nice right there. He's a little slow to get over reading the pull. I'd expect him to be over the top a little faster. Good job on the zone. That's the only thing I don't like is the straight-legged. There's no knee bend. Maybe that's university taught now. It must be. Wow, that was good. What JC is this? Just out of curiosity.
Hutchinson.
Are they? Do you know anything about them?
No, I think they're in the Kansas League.
Oh, Kansas. Kansas has good JC football. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the kid from Kansas State?
Yes.
Okay. I read decent things about him.
Let's off the ball. I like the Temple guy a little bit.
The Temple guy's better. The Temple guy's better.
This guy's bigger. He's a little upright.
That's what I'm saying. He plays high. He doesn't like the Temple guy has a. I'm not a defensive guy, But the Temple guy looked to me like he has a really quick trigger to get downhill, to make plays. He was physical.
Would you get bored when you were watching film over and over again?
It looks like you are.
Yeah.
No, I loved watching film. I
enjoy watching film.
I loved watching film and game planning, and I loved going to clinics and watching
clinics are
film.
great.
Well, clinics are just big parties. And then I stopped going to clinics because I just
he's not super fast down the line.
No, he doesn't have the lateral quickness or the overall speed. The Temple guy is a true stud.
That's a good pickup. Yeah.
This kid looks. I mean, he looks.
He's big.
He doesn't look as athletic. Yeah. In the 3-3-5 scheme, it's tough to kind of predict where he'll fit.
He's in the middle. He's a middle guy, only.
But yeah, he'll be one of the two inside backers.
Yeah,
he'll be one of the two inside backers. But I was trying to see what his stats were. Oh, they got the D back from Penn State. We looked at the Temple kid.
We already looked at Cully Pee-wee, right? Bessie Jackson. We did that.
The kid I'd like to look at is Caleb Burton. If you see the wide receiver from Auburn. Chris Parker, the wide receiver from Central Michigan. Wow, that's big. They got a linebacker from Washington. Wow.
Caleb Burton.
Caleb Burton is a wide receiver from Auburn. So the linebacker, yeah. So the linebacker from Kansas State.
Earlier in the year against Georgia, not the starters anymore, but that's a nice catch. That was pretty. That was.
Wow.
Nice fake inside. There. Caleb Burton, the third on the run.
Practice film mixed in.
While everybody's getting situated and getting all the things that they need, starting next week.
He'll do good. He'll be good at our level.
I just like. How do you?
Good speed. He's strong.
How do you think that they evaluate?
He's only 5'11", though. He's not.
Which is fine. They got a couple bigger guys coming in. How do you evaluate these kids when you're looking at film?
Well, they're in Auburn. They're playing against good comp, so you figure out you figure out who they're going against from the team. That's a good catch there. Good body control.
Yes.
Oh. I mean, he's going against SEC kids, right?
Right.
I mean, he'll do well. Yeah.
I mean, do you think he's an outside guy or an inside guy?
Playing a lot of outside.
Right, but Skylar Bell, they got Gathings coming back.
He might be an inside guy.
If they put him inside and put Gathings on the outside, I know Gathings played some slot, but I like his
outside here though. Most of his.
Yeah, no, they are. I like his. He runs good routes.
They played him fairly.
I like his release. He always gets a pretty good release off the defenders, which is huge, which is what you look for.
He'll be good.
Well, you can't just say he'll be good.
Yeah, he'll be good. He's coming in to start.
We don't know if he's going to be.
Is he at Ohio State too?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he was.
He was at Ohio State.
He had to have been.
Wow. Okay.
Hold on, let's look.
I'm looking right now. Devin Pringle, we looked at Stephen Wright, Texas Southern.
Caleb Burton.
Oh, Caleb Burton was at the top. Yeah. He was near the top. Okay, here he is. He is he played 2 seasons in Auburn. He's got 3 years of eligibility. He only had 18 catches for 275 yards. Wow, that's a lot of yards per catch.
I think he'll be really good.
Just like that, he's going to be really good.
He was, yeah, he'll be good.
Just because he played it, just because he played it.
Competition, dude. He did go to Ohio State initially.
Oh, it doesn't even say that in here.
Yeah. Well, you got.
Oh, it said. Oh, wow! Holy, it says
Auburn. He played at Ohio State.
Oh,
did not see action.
Yeah, this does not say that. This says that he played 2 seasons at Auburn.
He was a transfer from Ohio State. Did not see it in 2022. Father played at Syracuse.
Oh,
NFL Europe.
It must be Mike Burton's cousin.
Who?
Mike, I'm kidding. I said it must be Mike Burton's cousin.
Father played at I see what you're saying.
2023 at a 78-yard game against Maryland during the Music City Bowl. When he was Auburn's leading pass catcher in 2023. Yeah, you're right. Okay, he transferred from Auburn.
He's gonna be great.
Okay, he's gonna be great.
If
you can find either the wide receiver Chris Parker from Central Michigan or the linebacker from Washington, those are 2 I'd like to see. Because I was worried about the linebacker position with losing Jaden McDonald. I love
Parham.
Yeah, he's the Washington guy. He only played 1 year for Washington, and he only played in 4 games. He's got 1 year of eligibility. He played 3 seasons for San Jose State, and he played great there. San Jose State is traditionally, they play tough schools. But is that really the new model that kids are going to have to get used to because of the transfer portal? You're going to have to go somewhere you may not want to go and work your way up. You're not going to get that big time offer as coming out of high school.
Yeah, I guess Byron Parham played at San Jose State.
Yeah, that's what I said. San Jose State University. Played well.
106 tackles.
Mm-hmm.
And then went to Washington. Played for 24
Only played
games.
4 games. Only played 4 games. But that's the Big Ten National Championship team from the year before. So that's a tough go around for him to walk into and expect to play. He obviously wanted to move up, and he moved up to the
Oh, it was Brian Parham.
Oh, it's Brian. I'm sorry,
not Byron.
I not good with spelling.
Let's see his highlights from.
Fumble.
Because I for sure think that Temple
aggressive style and leadership, helping them contend in the Big Ten Conference. After 4 games, Brian has re-entered the transfer portal.
He called it quits after 4 games.
4 games is out.
That's amazing to me. Oh, because that's the cutoff for redshirting. If you play in 4 games, it's your cutoff for redshirting. That makes sense. Where are they now? The San Jose State players that entered
University. 24
wow.
Their new destinations. First up is Javion Cole. In the
why would they lose so many kids?
Cole has helped solidify, shifted to accommodate. 179.
There's by
6 tackles.
oh, it's
3 sacks,
Brian.
1
Okay.
interception. His
Oh, so
leadership
he's
the
on the
field
bigger
made him
side
a
too.
cornerstone of the Spartans' defense. In 2024, Parham took his talents to the University of Washington, where he has already made an impact with 103 and 1 forced fumble, helping them
He hasn't made an impact.
Conference.
I don't know.
You say he made an impact. Or you don't have to keep looking for anything on him. If you found if there's anything on the wide receiver from Central Michigan, I would look at Chris Parker.
Chris Parker?
Yeah. He's the wide receiver. And then they got a wide receiver from Arizona. So they really went heavy with the receivers.
I don't see Chris Parker on this thing.
To try to get Nick Evers, obviously, some more weapons.
Do we look at Hayden Bozich?
No. What's Hayden?
That left tackle?
Oh, no, we did not look at Hayden.
From Brown.
No, we didn't look at the Brown kid. I'd actually like to see the Brown kid.
6'7", 315.
Yeah, I would love to see the Brown kid.
There we go.
Good, because he has 1 year of eligibility.
Some of his numbers here. He's
wasn't he all Ivy League? Wasn't he? He was a good player. Yeah.
Then I have to boogie after this. Unfortunately, I have a lot of
What
work
do you?
to do.
You got a lot of work to do.
But I'm going to work on your thing too. So
Okay.
work on you also. All right. I will enter the Panthers row 6'7", 315, 2024 All Ivy. 23 starts, 27 games, 2 times a left tackle, 2 years a left tackle, 1 a right. 635 squat, hand cleans. That's pretty good. All right, let's watch your film because that's the only thing that matters.
Wow. Okay.
Left tackle?
I mean, yeah, he's dominating these kids. Really good with his hands.
Oh, he's finishes you. He's
nasty. Yeah, he's nasty. I like the way he comes out of his 2-point stance. That's really good. And he gets on people. He's got good footwork. Look at that. Oh.
He's big. Oh yeah, I like him.
Yeah. I mean, you think he's a tackle? He's 6'7". He's a tackle. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tackle.
I just don't like that wide stance.
Let's see him get out there. Okay.
Oh, nice job on the screen.
Down block.
Yeah, with him and the Notre Dame kid, I mean, they got some.
Oh yeah, he's a nasty son of a gun.
he's a prick, which you don't usually see in the Ivy League. I mean, they got 2 guys who legitimately could start.
Knocks the hand down. Yeah, I like him. He's gonna start right away. So you got Chan, you got him. I mean, this is Chan is what, the right side, I guess.
That's what they needed. Yeah.
And this guy's going to be in the left side.
That is what they needed. I mean, they like I told you, they were in the top 10 last year for sacks given up. So I don't know.
I like it. He's nasty.
Wow. Good punch. I like he doesn't play super high. He's got knee bend. Good pass set.
Yeah,
he can do it all.
Let's end on him for today. That was pretty good. Super Bowl. So, did you guys end at Shane got off, and then who was left?
We ended right after. It was Shane, and then it was Laban, Tyler, and I.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just amazing. You were in and out. I didn't know what you were doing.
I'll go upstairs, hang out, and then come back down.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. We got a lot of compliments.
Yep.
Joe D making an appearance, stole the
That was
show.
great. Well, Tom Brady, I mean, the
He was
Eagles
just so fed up
dominated.
with Tom Brady. Yeah, well,
Eagles dominated.
his complaint was Tom Brady was calling Mahomes Patrick. It's like, if he calls him Patrick one more time, I'm gonna lose.
What does he want him to call him?
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Yeah, you don't call them by their first name,
You call him
but
by that
because they're buddies. Yeah, he was calling him Patrick.
Patrick.
And if you read any of the articles, the complaints were that the broadcast booth was saying how the Chiefs were going to come back, what they needed to do. They didn't really focus on why Philly was dominating, what Philly was doing. And Philly, to their credit, like, they didn't blitz. That was the big thing. They didn't blitz at all. 0 times they blitzed. And Spagnuolo brought the heat all day against Jalen Hurts, and they got burnt. They somewhat contained Saquon Barkley, but by doing that, they left the receivers in one-on-one matchups.
Which was, forget it.
Well, again, it was
AJ Brown's too dominant.
Well, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. I mean,
yeah,
you can't play man coverage, bump and run one-on-one when you're blitzing, and they're getting you. They're having good releases and beating you.
Yep,
that's what killed him. And Jalen Hurts in the first half, I mean, he had like 110 yards passing, but he was like 11 of 15, and he ended up with the MVP. I would have given the MVP to the D lineman, Sweat, who had 2.5 sacks and a fumble recovery. But it was good for Nick Sirianni, who was going to get fired. And, the Chiefs, like I said, the Cinderella story ended. The 11 games they won by one score. They were just living on the edge the whole year. So
I think it would have been a better game if it was Bills Eagles, but
I agree too. Buffalo would have been a better matchup.
Yep.
So do you have basketball tonight?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll be back around 9?
Yes. No, I have an issue. My wife's going away, so I have to put my son to bed.
You got to put him to bed. Good.
I'm going to do this. Yeah, put him to bed, and then
that's fine.
I don't know if I can do sports money line.
No, well, we can do money line first. We'll do money line first.
Might be able to jump on at the end, and then I come on for the Rebel Republic.
Well, yeah, the Rebel Republic. That's where it's at. Yeah, we'll do that. You look extremely exhausted.
Yeah, I don't know.
Were you just worn down last night?
I didn't sleep that good.
You didn't sleep that good? You were just worried about Husky Huddle so much you couldn't sleep?
Yes, Husky Huddle is. Well, I got a lot of things going now. I'm getting to the spring here.
With your 7-on-7 and the camps and all that, yeah.
Yep. So now the stress level goes to the roof.
Well, when's your first camp?
March 1st.
Where do you go on March 1st? Are you outside?
No, and we'll be indoors.
Oh, you'll be indoors. Okay.
Yep.
And is it 7-on-7 or is it just a full camp?
Regular camp, then 7-on-7, and we have a 7-on-7 the next day.
Ah, okay. I got you. It
just don't stop from that point forward. So it's going to get crazy.
So every weekend you have something. That's when you're going to have something scheduled.
Every weekend.
Okay, that's fun.
Keeps you busy, I guess.
And you have a core staff, and then you get local guys, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
All
good.
Right. Good.
That's good. Right. I'm sorry for keeping you.
Oh no, it's great. We broke down some players. Actually, we got to cut these up. These player breakdowns.
Yeah, we will. We will. It's good to see him. But yes, I will see you tonight. We look forward to it. And this has been Husky Huddle with the coach, David Schuman. I am the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at Shane Staff.